everybody, I'm back for my 11-week and 3-day update on my pregnancy. Um, just to let you guys know, this is my fifth baby, and this is gonna be my last one. I've been going through a lot of ups and downs and a lot of things that have been happening, but I mean, this week I can say so far it's been okay. I've been actually checking myself. I had to go and see my teacher for the diabetes. So they taught me the majority of what I need to know and how to test myself and paperwork and so on and so forth. I'm actually really excited because I got to see the baby on the ultrasound. My doctor, every time I have an appointment, that's what they do. They either do an ultrasound or he'll just check my stomach and feel around and listen with the Doppler. But more than anything, when I do get a chance to see the baby, it makes me excited to see and hear that the baby's okay. This is my last baby. I know I said that before, but I guess that's why I'm a little bit more excited about it, because I know that this is going to be the last one. And I just feel like everything has been coming on so strong. Excuse me. I feel like I've been having a lot of nausea, especially like when I brush my mouth and stuff, and when we wash our tongue and stuff to like get the yucky, nasty stuff out of there, so we won't have the stinky breath. So when I do that, it makes me extremely nauseous. After I'm done washing my mouth, I feel like I want to throw up. And there's times that I do, and I have to go and rewash my mouth and mouthwash and everything, just everything. Ugh, that's so gross. But other than that, I've been having like itching underneath my breast, and it's been very, very uncomfortable. And I'm trying not to scratch it because my skin has already been stretched out, from my previous pregnancies. This is my fifth baby. So with all that stretching, because my breast used to get very engorged with milk, and it was very painful. But more than anything, I would get like marks underneath my breast or around my breast. It doesn't look like the way it used to look. I mean, they were like going away completely, but I feel like it's gonna come back, and I'm scared that it's gonna be like really red, dark ones because of the way it itches so bad. I feel like my skin is really dry, and I mean, I don't know. I don't think you guys would be able to see the dryness of my skin, but it's really uncomfortable. I can take a bath, come out, and lather myself up with cream or special oils or whatever, and it's like it's not working. My skin is extremely dry, and I have a lot of acne still on my face and on this side of my face as well. More on this side though, and it's really uncomfortable because my skin was never bad like that. I'm kind of thinking it's a girl. I mean, it could be like a superstitious thing, but we've always been told that girls suck up your beauty. So that's why we think that it might be a girl. I'm pretty excited, whether it be a girl or a boy. I'm not really picky. Preferably, if I was able to pick, I would have loved to have had a boy. If it is a boy, I don't know yet. But if it's a girl, and I kind of feel like it's going to be a girl, Dad knows best. He always says what the sex of the baby is going to be, and it ends up being that. So we'll see what happens. But other than that, I wanted to show you guys like my the testing. It's like a One Touch Ultra Mini. Hold on. Oh wait, I don't have it in here. But anyways, I'm gonna show you guys the box and what it looks like. And basically, what I have to do is what I do is I enter the strip and I turn it on. And what I do is I prick my finger with the little thing that it comes with. And it hurts, it sucks, because I have to do it 4 times a day. So every time when I eat breakfast, in the morning I have to do it when I'm fasting, which means if I haven't had anything in my stomach, I have to prick my finger. And I have to check to see how high or low it is. And sometimes it's low. Like, I think I've had more low readings than high readings. Because at first they diagnosed me with diabetes, but I guess I don't know what they're gonna say or what they're gonna do. The doctor's gonna check, and he's gonna follow up, and he's gonna check like all my data that I've been putting into the little diary. which is this. Let me show you guys so you guys know. I gotta put it into this, so this is what it looks like. I have to put it in there, and basically it tells me on this paper here that I'm supposed to do it first thing in the morning when I'm fasting, and it should be 70 to 100, and 2 hours after eating, and it should be less than 120. I've had some high readings and some low readings, so I'm not sure what the doctor's gonna say about that. But all in all, I've been trying to eat good, and they gave us actually also another booklet on our carb counting and meal planning. So those are things that we have to follow so that, you know, we don't harm the baby in any way, like the food list for carbohydrates, counting, and, you know, just how it works, how everything works. So pretty much I just have to take good care of myself. Like today I kind of splurged and I ate a little bit of ice cream, but just a little bit of ice cream that I ate, I felt like really uncomfortable afterwards. I kind of felt like anxious, or I don't know, and I haven't had a feeling like that in a long time. And they say that that's associated with when it's either too high or too low. You can have like hold on, I'll show you guys another paper. Hold on. It's symptoms that you could be having. You can feel sweaty, dizzy, anxious, and shaky, or fast heartbeat, or a headache, or fatigue, and that's also for hypoglycemia, you know, for people who have low blood sugar. But as far as that goes, as it's just I have to keep checking myself. It's 4 times a day, and it's breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and it's after I'm done eating every 2 hours. And like I said before, in the morning when I check myself, before I eat any breakfast or anything, it has to be like first thing in the morning when I get up. If I make sure that I follow everything and I'm doing what I have to do, then the baby should be fine. But like I said, other than that, like the nausea and the itching of the breasts, and I mean, I've been having some stomach pain, so I haven't really, and I know it's TMI, but I haven't tried to really have too much sexual intercourse, because I know that it causes more pain from what I was feeling, and the doctor told me also not to do anything, just because of how my pregnancy's been playing out, everything, the role of how everything's been working, and I just I want to make sure that my baby's born healthy, and you know, I don't want to jeopardize anything just for, you know, a little while of fun. So with that being said, I also feel like my breasts are getting pretty big. With my previous pregnancies, I didn't have to really buy special bras, but I feel like with this pregnancy, I feel like I'm gonna have to get a special bra, and maybe like a comfortable pillow to sleep with. I never did anything with that, you know, like special things for my other pregnancies. I just, you know, I slept normal and everything was normal and it didn't seem really bad. But this pregnancy, it seems to be taking a toll on my body. Like I said, I've had a lot of breakout, a lot of dry skin, itching, and it's just been really bad. Like I said, you know, with the diabetes, I never had that problem with any of my previous pregnancies. I also had to take progesterone, I think it's progesterone, or it's a shot basically, you know, to prevent the baby from coming early. Kind of like a steroid, I believe that's what he said it was. And I took that for my last 2 pregnancies. Other than that, those pregnancies were normal, and that was just precaution because I had preeclampsia and my daughter was born early. That was my first pregnancy. Sorry, my face itches. But yeah, I want to take precaution and make sure that I'm doing everything that I have to do. I don't know if he's going to want to put me on those shots again for this pregnancy. He hasn't said anything so far, but you know, if he does decide to do so, I am going to do it, and I'm going to follow up with it and make sure that I'm doing everything that I have to do. Like I said, this is my last pregnancy and I'm excited about it. So with that being said, you know, that's kind of what's going on with my pregnancy, you know, like the nausea and stuff, the itching. And I'm also going to show you guys my stomach, but I'm just not going to show you like the skin because it looks really ugly. But I don't feel like I've actually gained a lot of weight, which is good, you know. I mean, I'm eating good, and I think that's what it is that I'm kind of, you know, moving more than I did the last times that I was pregnant, you know, and I was just kind of eating whatever I wanted. Now I have to watch what I eat. So it's like I'm not gaining this weight because I'm not, you know, eating this and that and all this greasy and junky food. Now I have to watch what I eat and make sure that I'm kind of like, you know, exercising when I can and doing what I have to do to make sure that everything's in line and in order. But like I said, other than that, just like the itchy skin, dry skin, like extremely dry skin, and a lot of breakout on my face. And I haven't been able to sleep. I feel like I get up a lot in the middle of the night. And I'm able to fall back to sleep, but it's kind of annoying because it kind of messes with your sleep cycle. And I feel like I have to get up constantly, you know, and it's not even to pee. I mean, I'll get up to pee like normal person, like whenever you have to pee, but I feel like I get up more in the night than, you know, a normal pregnant person would. And I don't know if it's because, you know, what it is. Maybe I'm uncomfortable or what. That's why I want to try maybe like a special pillow. You know, I know they have like those pregnancy pillows, but I want to try something new, something different, see if maybe I can get myself comfortable. And like I said, to try out a bra with this pregnancy, because I feel like I need more support. But anyways, I'm going to show you guys my stomach. That's kind of what's been going on, like the gist of things. And also, my mom's okay. She's doing a lot better. Thank God. I'm so excited that, you know, she's recovered so well from her accident that I talked about in the previous video. But other than that, that's what's kind of going on. And I feel good. I feel like I have energy. Like I said, it's just depending on what I eat and how everything's working out. And I just kind of have to make sure that I'm watching what I eat. And other than that, I mean, I feel great, just besides like all the itching or whatever. And I'm going to show you guys my stomach. So, 1 second. Let me put this back. Sorry. A little bit of shaking. Hold on. I'm going to lift it up so you guys can see. See, it's not really big. You can't like, well, I don't think it's big because, you know, usually around this time I was already a lot bigger, but I already had that, but this here, you know, this little bump here, that's baby right here. But other than that, that's all there is, and that's all she wrote. But yeah, that's what's going on, and that's what baby looks like. So thank you guys for tuning in, and please make sure you like and subscribe so I can make more videos for you guys. And I mean, regardless, I'm still gonna make them even if you don't like them. So yeah, just I am going to do my next one for my 12-week update. I know I'm kind of late, but things happen and it gets hectic and busy, and I have other kids, so I have to make sure that I'm on my game, and sometimes I don't get time to do it. So I made sure that I made time to do this video. I'll be doing my next video for my 12-week update, and if not, if anything, it'll be like maybe a day or two late. The only reason it was late this time was because my computer was acting up and I was extremely busy. So with that being said, thank you so much, and please make sure you like and subscribe. Thank you.